What's this? I'm back. Indeed I am. So, this is Pokemon Rejuvenation. Is a game that I have a bunch of footage of. Unfortunately, up until the second gym badge, I've lost all that footage. Once I beat the second gym battle. That's when that's all the everything after the second gym battle I kept, but everything during the second gym battle and everything before that, like even the beginning of the game, lost all that. So I guess I'll just explain what happened since I'm not replaying just to get the footage back. I'm not replaying. Alright, so like the game starts off in like a ship, and like you're on your way to this region called the Avium region, and you're going there with your mom, and well, on the way there, a member of Team Zen, which is like the bad guys of this game, yeah, the Team Zen, yeah, they blow up the ship with a bomb, and all hell breaks loose, and they have this robot thing, and it's basically like it uses its tentacles to like capture everyone. It's insert hentai joke, haha. But yeah, so then that happens, and like you manage to escape, but then this like bitch, this like executive from Team Zen, who has these like weird she has these she has like these really weird deoxys, and like yeah, here they are right here. But yeah, they're like some weird deoxys called Dextoy. So she has those, and they were pretty powerful, and she tried to capture the main character, which is pretty much me. But like our mom managed to save us, and we and a member of the Elite 8, not Elite 4, the Elite 8 managed to get us off the ship with her talent flame. And then after that you pretty much meet where is she? Where is she? Yeah, so you pretty much meet this girl. She's like a scout for the Avium League. So she signs you up for the Avium League and like helps you get your starter. And she takes you to the Pokemon Professor. You get your starter. I chose Torchic. That speed boost Torchic. Yeah. And then she like battles you. It's pretty simple. And then there's where is he? Yeah, and then there's this guy, this Ren guy. This guy's like your rival. Well, one of them. So, yeah. It's kind of a little hard to see, but, like, yeah. This guy, Ren, yeah, he's, one of your rivals. So then after all that's said and done, you meet the gym leader of the town you're in. Her name is, if I can find her. Yeah. Her name is, Venom, but her real name is Veronica. But she prefers to be called Venom. She's the poison leader, and she invites you to hang out with her in the sewers along with Ren. And it is there where you meet this girl. She's a very important character. Her name is Malia, and all four of you run into these Garbodor. Like But yeah, you run into this shiny Garbodor. It's got a bunch of Trubbish with it. And, so yeah, it's, like, oh yeah, it's like right here, yeah. So yeah, you battle that, and it's pretty much like the first real boss of the game. And, so yeah, after all that's said and done, Malia, she invites you to go with her to Goldenwood Forest to, like, do some research on, some thing in a cave. So you go with her, you battle her, and then, the Team Zen dudes show up again, and, they try to capture Malia, because she's, like, apparently, like, really special. And, but, to no avail, because, like, Malia just sends them flying somehow. Yeah, she just, like, throws one of them somehow. And, it's pretty crazy. And then, another Team Zen executive shows up. This guy, his name is Zeta. And, he apparently has the power to create these things called, dimensional rifts. And, he throws a Pokemon into one, and it, like, turns them all demonic and, like, super powerful. And so he did that with a Gyarados, and, like, he made the Gyarados all powerful and stuff, and, he's tried to use it to capture Malia, and, destroy me. Oh yeah, before he did that, I battled him, and, I won. So, yeah. So there was that. Oh yeah, they also had Shadow Pokemon too, like from Colosseum and XD. The ones, the Pokemon that you could catch that like already had a trainer. Yeah, they had those too. But like, yeah, after beating Zeta, he like uses the Dimensional Rift thing and like turns this Gyarados all demonic and like super powerful, and it's like let's see, yeah, right here. Okay, yeah, here it is right here. So yeah, that's the Demon Dimensional Gyarados. And, it was pretty powerful, but, it went down after a couple of sonic booms from my Buizel. But yeah, the Gyarados went down, and Malia and I escaped. And after that, we went back to the laboratory in Giron City, where the Pokemon Professor Jenner was. But it turns out that Professor Jenner, along with was talking to a member of Team Zen, like an executive, and yeah, he was talking to this chick, to this Team Zen executive Matalis. It turns out Jenner was actually an executive of Team Zen as well. He was an executive as well. So like, so Malia found out. She got really angry, and she ran away. She ran away to a cave called Amethyst Cave in Route 2. But to get proper clearance to Route 2 or some shit like that, and to get stronger, I pretty much had to battle Venom. I pretty much had to battle her, and it was pretty simple. I had a Woobat and a Geodude and a pretty solid team, so she wasn't really too much trouble. And after I beat her, I got my first badge, and then I was finally able to go to Route 2 in search of Malia. And once I got there, I ran into this girl named Nin. She's a Psychic-type trainer and one of your rivals. She messes around with you for a bit, and then she finally battles you. And then she lets you by. She apparently, like, really admires me. So that's neat. And, yeah, once that's all said and done, we all finally head inside the cave, and Team Zen is already there looking for Malia. Ren and Venom battle them, and we finally all make it to Zeta, and we have a double battle with him. Like I choose to pair up with someone, and then we double team him. Yeah, that sounds great. But yeah, that was really simple. And then after that, he used another dimensional rift, and he used a Galvantula. He used a Galvantula with it, and it turned it into a demon Galvantula. So it was like what happened to the music? There we go. But yeah, he used a Galvantula. So if I can find it. It was, right here. So yeah, basically turned into a demon Galvantula. Color doesn't really change much, except for those things on its feet. And it has a Joltik on it, like that one spider character from that one book. Can't remember the name, though. And, oh shit, give me a second. But yeah, after that was all said and done, this weird girl, there's no sprite for her here, but she's a mysterious girl named Crescent. She had a Gothitelle, which but yeah, she had a Gothitelle. It was that Pokemon from Gen 5, that psychic type. She had one of these, and she seemed like she was really powerful. She took Zeta away to who knows where, and it turns out that it looks, from the looks of it, Malia, we all thought she died because we found her bag and it was all bloody, and Zeta was talking about how she most likely was mauled by a Pokemon or something. So we all think she's dead, but obviously she's not. I mean, come on, you can't just kill off a character like that, just like that. But yeah, so Venom and Ren go home, and I proceed to go to Sheridan Village, which is a village full of ninjas, and where the next gym is. So we get there, and before we get there, Keita, the gym leader, the fighting type gym leader, and the leader of the village, I see him talking to some Team Zen grunts, and he tells them to leave him alone for now, and they're just like, okay, bye. And Keita's like, hey, you and I, we'll talk later. And once I step foot inside the village, I meet one of the main characters. Her name is Alita. She's a ninja girl, and apparently the daughter of Keita, the ninja leader. And so yeah, we meet her. And then we go talk to Keita. Keita's actually, right, where's this sprite? Okay, yeah, here it is. So yeah, this is Keita. And, once we talk to him, he's like, well, see, the deal with Keita is, he's used to be a great village leader, but recently he's been like a really shitty one. And he's all like, oh, okay, you want to battle me? Go to Amethyst Cave and get a soul stone. There's a secret place where you can get one of those. And I'm just like, okay, alright. And we go there, and we meet... Okay, so apparently the deal with Keita is that he did something really bad, and he feels really bad for it, so to, escape the guilt or something, he separated himself from his emotions, which took on a form of a ghost-like Keita, and that's what we meet in Amethyst Cave. That's what we meet in Amethyst Cave after Keita tells us to go get the Soul Stone. We meet this version of Keita, and he gives us the Soul Stone, and he tells us that by battling with the emotionless Kata, he can finally see the light and figure out what to do next. So after that, we head back. I head back to the village, and I battle Kata. It was pretty simple. Yeah, he had some strong fighting types, but they were. I had a good team to like take care of them, so it wasn't really a problem. It wasn't really that hard. So after that, after we beat Kata, he realizes what he must do, and he was wrong and stuff, and he becomes like super good again, and like he realizes what he needs to do, and like as it turns out, Team Zen actually has a base in the mountain where Sheridan Village is. So he heads behind the waterfall, because you know there's always something behind the waterfall. He heads back there, and he heads into the mountain, and I go after him. Alita goes in first, and I guess I tag along with her. Well, I mean, like, we kind of go together. But yeah, we go together through the mountain, and apparently there's all this lava in the mountain when there shouldn't be any lava. And there's like all these weird tubes. So we proceed through the mountain, we battle a bunch of Team Zen grunts, and we finally make it to the base, but the Manalist chick, who we saw earlier, is there, and she manages to trick us, and we get captured. Alita is with Manalist, and I'm just in a cage, and the real Kata shows up and frees me, and together we team up against the Team Zen dude, the Team Zen scientists in the laboratory. Like here's the female scientists, and here's the male, and so yeah, we team up and battle a whole bunch of those dudes. We get 4 keys. I get a Mime Junior, which you know is pretty good. So we have 4 keys, and we make it to Madalis. And she's, like, waiting for us there. She explains how Kata was, like, trying to protect the village and all, but, like, doing it in, like, a bad way. And, like, how he screwed up and stuff, and Kata feels, like, all guilty and shit about it. But she stops talking about that and proceeds to try and destroy us. She uses she has a, you know how I like said that Team Zen has shadow Pokemon, like from XD and Colosseum. Well, she has a Shadow Mewtwo. Yeah, she has a Shadow Mewtwo. Look at that motherfucker. Like, I know it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but like but yeah, this is a Shadow Mewtwo. But yeah, you can see it has like the green aura and the purpleness. It's I wonder if I can like move it so like okay, yeah, I think this looks a little better. Damn it. But yeah, so like this Mewtwo, it like son of a bitch, it's still hard to see. But yeah, it has like a green aura, and it's all shadowy, and it has a green and purple aura, and it's very powerful. But I managed to defeat it with a with my my Swalot, my Swalot, you know, that poison type. But yeah, it's like it's here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. It's right here. But yeah, I use a Swalot, and I have it use Toxic, and eventually the Mewtwo does die. Like, I do defeat the Mewtwo. And like, it's very difficult to do, and I'm glad I got it my first try. So yeah, after the Mewtwo is defeated, Malice, well, okay, I guess the Mewtwo's not completely defeated, but it is, but it also can still fight, despite being defeated. So, like, and we can't really waste any more time with it, even though I did defeat it. Like, I did defeat it. I mean, it was defeated, but, like, you know, it still had a little bit of fight in it, and we couldn't really waste any more time. so Kata tells us to go on ahead, and Kata tells us to go on ahead with Alita, and we pretty much, what we have to do is defeat a Volcanion, a dimensional Volcanion, which is pumping lava into the mountain. It's going to destroy the entire village. So yeah, Kata tells us to go deal with that. Here's okay, so here's normal Volcanion, in case you really don't know what Pokemon that is. It's kind of still new, kind of. And yeah, here's dimensional Volcanion. It's black and stuff. No, it's hard to see, but okay, here we go. Yeah, but yeah, that's Demon Dimensional Volcanion. It wasn't really too hard. My Manetric could deal with it very easily. And yeah, so yeah, I was able to knock it out really easy with my Manetric. And after that was all said and done, that weird lady, that mysterious lady Crescent, appeared again, and she managed to take away Madalus's Mewtwo. And oh yeah, about the Mewtwo, I couldn't like capture it despite it being a shadow Pokemon. Madalus like used like a weird signal to mess with my snag machine, so I like couldn't catch it. But like Crescent managed to she didn't catch it, but like, well, she managed to help out Mewtwo, and Mewtwo was able to break free from Madalus's control, and despite being a shadow Pokemon, it betrayed Madalus, and it turned on her, and it held her down with like its psychic power. So like so yeah, like Madalus got held down by Mewtwo, and Crescent had her Gothitelle, like she had to like teleport me and Alita. Actually, here's an overworld spread of Crescent. But yeah, this is her. She had her Gothitelle teleport us. Alita got teleported back to the village. I, on the other hand, got teleported to the Team Zen headquarters, I guess. Well, one of their bases, and we saw the Team Zen executive with the weird Deoxys there, and we saw this guy Gira, who is like a ghost type, who's like the ghost type executive, and we also saw this guy, this Team Zen dude. His name is Nevid. He has a preference for ice and water types. And he's like, yeah. So yeah, those three were having a meeting. Malice was also there for some reason. Malice was there, and she was pretty butthurt about what happened. And I got teleported in the middle of their meeting, and they were all just like surprised and shit. Gira tried to capture me, but he didn't manage to get away with it. Like, I teleported away before he managed to try anything. Not that it probably would have worked. But yeah, so that happened, and it turns out that it turns out that like that happened like a week after the incident at Sheridan Village. So like that Gothitelle was fucking with me there for a while, and it finally teleported me to the Team Zen base, and then for like a split second there, and for like a couple seconds, and then like I finally got teleported back to Sheridan Village, and after that was all said and done, the elder of Sheridan Village like showed me a way to like purify the shadow Pokemon that I had, and there was that, and so then they told me to go to Goldenwood Town, or no, Golden Leaf Town, to like why did they want us to? Oh yeah, well I guess to like discover more clues about what's going on or something like that, and shit. Oh, okay. But before I went to Golden Leaf Town, the Kata with like the ghost-like Kata with the emotions. Oh yeah. The normal Kata's dead. Yeah, that Mewtwo managed to kill him, but the other version of Kata, the ghost-like one, he was still around. He wanted to meet us at the secret spot in the cave again. So I went there, and he challenged me to a battle. So it was pretty much like the true second gym leader battle. I managed to sweep him on my first try with my Swoobat. Okay. So yeah. He had all these powerful fighting types, but I had a Swoobat with the ability, Simple, which basically, like, makes status effect, which basically makes, like, stat boosting stats, like, go really high up, like, it can do that, and stuff like that. And so I had my Swoobat use like Calm Mind, and its special attack, just like what the hell, what's going on with its? Oh wait, that's not the right sprite. There we go. But yeah, like my Swoobat, I had it use Calm Mind, and I just swept through ghost-like Kata's entire team, and it was great. It was really great. And then Kata finally went to rest once and for all. I got my second badge, and yeah, that was that. And after that, I finally went on the road to Golden Leaf Town. I finally went to Golden Leaf Town. Well, I was on the road to Golden Leaf Town. Where? Damn it. Okay, well, I ran into Amaria again, and she wanted to battle, like, hold on. Okay, here she is right here. Yeah, so, like, I ran into her again, Amaria, and we battled again, but that was pretty simple, too. And, yeah, I pretty much sweeped her, too. And then after that, I took a little side road. I went on a little side trip, and, I ran into, where is it? Oh yeah, I ran into this stone Kingdra, which came to life and was like, oh hey, if you want to get past this point, you have to battle me. And I was like, okay. And it was actually pretty tough, but I managed to beat it. And so it led me into this little side area. I found an item finder and a Zubat, which I eventually evolved into a powerful Crobat. And yeah, after that, I went back on the main road, and yeah, I ran into Ren again. He wouldn't let me into the town, and he battled me, but I sweeped him. That was actually the first video I have recorded. That was where the videos like started. Like that's where I still had the footage. But yeah, this was the first video after the second gym leader battle that I actually still have. So yeah, because like I said at the beginning, like everything up until the second gym battle I don't have anymore. I don't have that footage. And it was after that that I ran into Ren, and that's when the footage starts again. But yeah, I ran into Ren, we battled, he wouldn't let me into Golden Leaf Town. He, even after being defeated, he still wouldn't let me in. He put up this barricade. He stupidly said that Venom was probably the only one who can break through this, and then he left. He even said it himself. He's like, maybe I said too much. But yeah, like, after he left, like, I went back and I found Venom, and it turns out she's actually investigating something under Giran City, which is the city she resides in. And it turns out that there's actually a giant mansion underneath the city. So she went to go check that out with a couple of her friends, her unrelated, unimportant friends. And I tagged along. And we met the normal type gym leader. Her name is Marionette. And and we met her father. He's really crazy. His name is Indriad. He tried to have a sacrifice to Arceus, because, you know, Arceus is a god, and he's like and I guess this Indriad dude is like an Arceus cultist. So he tried to have a sacrifice, but Marionette saved me, and I managed to save the rest of my friends. And then I battled Marionette, and because Indriad forced us to battle, and I managed to sweep her. I also have that recorded. I sweeped her with my Blaziken, and that was pretty sweet. And after that, Indriad said he was still going to sacrifice us or something like that. And Marionette was like, no, you stop that. And she like saved us all, and she threw me my 3rd gym badge. And then afterwards, after Marionette saved us from her father, the mansion kind of just disappeared. Like, it just straight up disappeared. And it was really weird. But hey, at least I got my 3rd gym badge. And yeah. So after that, we went into the town, and yeah, we went into Golden Leaf Town, because Venom destroyed the barricade, and, like, everyone was really hostile, and, inside the town, and, Narcissa, the ghost gym leader, like, wanted to help make everyone not hostile, and, Gira, that ghost Team Zen executive, was like, captured Narcissa, or, well, like, he made, like, everyone extremely even more hostile towards us. He, like, framed us for, like, attacking Narcissa. And so, like, I teamed up with this chick, Mosley, who had a Pangoro, and together we, like, and together with Narcissa, we, like, stopped Team Zen from, like, invading Gold